Hi guys, my name is Mica and welcome! For today's video, we are going to recreate this project that I did back a couple weeks ago. I did a wooden slab coaster, galaxy coaster themes, and a drink tray. And I really did it because I'm such a nerd about space and the cosmos and all of that. So super excited to show you guys. For this project, I'm going to be using these wood slab coasters that I got at Micheals. And Micheals is my local craft store. They were like $2 or $3. They were super inexpensive. So next we're going to take our black paint, and really you can use any type of black paint. I just bought this one on Amazon. I got a bunch of different colors. And that's my pup. Okay, so as you can see, I am leaving a little bit of a border on these coasters. I do that because it just gives it like a cleaner look. So now I'm going to be using an old toothbrush that I have to give it the stars. So how I do this is I take white paint and I mix it with Floetrol to make it really thin. And this is a lot easier when creating the stars because the paint's not so thick and you get every shape of star that you can think of. So I usually will flick off the excess so we're not getting big chunks, and I will usually do this motion in like a horizontal line to kind of give it a Milky Way look. You can really do it however you want, but I like this the best. And as you can see, I've taped off the sides. I do this because I want the sides to be clean. I don't want there to be any stars, and if I don't do this, it's really hard to kind of make the stars only on the black, so I find this to be a lot easier. So this is what it looks like when the stars are on. As you can see, some of the paint splatter left a lot of lines. So what I like to do is I like to take my black paint and go back in and kind of fill that in. So this kind of, when you're finished with it, it gives it like a galaxy, cloudy kind of look. And I really like that about this technique. And also it takes care of the white lines that you have that you don't necessarily want, because we just want these to look like stars. So now that we have all of our lines taken care of, this is what it looks like at the end, and I'm going to do this on the little coasters too. So now that my paint is dried, I went ahead and taped off the sides, and this is because I don't want the resin to affect the wood look on the sides. We really want to keep that resin on the top, and it leaves for like a really clean after look. So now I'm going to go in with my resin, and for my resin I use the MSA tabletop part A and part B, and I get this on Amazon. I like using the 1 gallon ones to kind of keep them warm. It's a lot easier. And then I go in with my mixing cup to pour part A and part B. I really like using these types of mixing cups because they tell you the ounces on them, and it's pretty easy to get a 50-50 ratio. And I do this off camera because I like to do it on the ground because it really gives me a flat surface so I know it's even. So 3 Charlie horses later, we have our resin, and if your resin consistency is not this runny, your resin really isn't being stored correctly. You really want it to look like this, and you want it to be very bubble free. So now I'm going to go in with my Black Diamond holographic glitter. I really, really love the mica pigments that Black Diamond has. They last me for so many months. And I just took only a little bit of glitter and mixed it in with this resin, and I like doing this because it gives the stars a really shiny, sparkly, holographic look. I don't use too much because we don't want to overdo it. I really only use a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. So now I'm going to take my popsicle stick and kind of smear that resin all over to cover the entire wood slab. We really don't want to use too much resin because it can overflow on the sides, and it's just not necessary to use that much. It's okay if the whole thing isn't covered in the beginning because we're going to go back in with our pigments and cover it more. So for the heat gun, I really recommend getting a heat gun that is heat adjustable. You can adjust the temperature on the back of it. You really don't want to burn your resin, and you also don't want to burn your wood slabs. So this is Ghost Blue by Black Diamond. I know it looks white, but it's blue. I really love this color. It's like the main color I use. So now I'm going to use Cobalt Blue, also by Black Diamond. And now I'm gonna use Purple Haze. And this is my glow-in-the-dark mica powder that I purchased on Amazon. So now we're gonna stir that up and we're gonna just pour this, not too much, just a little bit in a horizontal line to give it that Milky Way look. And you're gonna see what I mean. It looks white in the beginning, but it's super blue and it's very holographic, and it's one of my favorite colors that I have from this company. So after you have your first layer poured, you're gonna go in with your adjustable temperature heat gun and really just move the resin and manipulate it to give it a cloudy, cosmic look. I do this in the way of a Milky Way because I just really like that. I think it looks really pleasing, but you can do it however you like. I manipulate it until I'm happy. But this is why the adjustable temperature is so important, because if you did this on just a regular heat gun, your resin would absolutely burn, and so would your wood slab, and we really don't want that. So once the ghost blue is finished, I'm going to go in with my Cobalt blue to give it more of that deeper blue, richer look. I also am going to go ahead and pour my glow-in-the-dark blue. This is the first time I'm using the glow-in-the-dark, so I'm really interested to see how it turns out. I'm going to go ahead and pour this on the big slab and the coasters. And I kind of decided, since I was running out of time with my resin, that I was just going to go ahead and throw the purple in there too. So once the resin is moved to how I like it, I like to take the excess resin that I don't use and put it in a pyramid mold. I really like to include these in my orders because I always have leftover resin and they're just like a cute little thing. So I like to take these little sticks, these pointy sticks, to really give that pyramid that tip. I've noticed that if you do not use this, it makes a huge difference in your pyramid and how pointy it is. Alright, and after a day of drying, this is what the final product looks like. As you can see, the lace in the resin is just gorgeous, and these coasters are such a cute little dainty item to have. I absolutely loved making these. Thank you so much, everyone. This is my Instagram, and I hope you enjoyed.